Make a basic macro. How do we make basic macro? Right now we show the differentiation of the macros, macro within a macro. Okay. So right now, first of all, I'm telling you about my task. I have one of the EMP data. I just representing your EMP data. This is a batch file. I converting into the Notepad. I'm just opening the Notepad. So they show me all this data. So well, I'm using a Finacle system in the banking sectors. So they gave me the data on the raw format. This is the raw format of the data in the Notepad files. So my first task is with this using a macro, I got the data over here, and then after applying another things. So we using the two macros simultaneously. Okay. So to starting the macro, first of all, most important thing is my cell is A1. I am selecting my active cell as a A1. Okay, and then after I'm going to the developer tab. In the developer tab, I'm starting the record macro. Okay, I just give any kind of the key like Q. I give the key Control Q. I click the OK button, and I'm already also start the usability reference. Okay, so then I'm going to the data sections where I'm getting the file from txt. Okay, my file is located on day2 folder. So I select the all files and I got the EMP batch file. I'm selecting the batch file and I import the batch file. So they show me the text import wizard. In this text import wizard, I have the two criteria they can show me. First of all, if you separate your data with the delimiters or fixed rate, because this data is already separated by the like a tab button or semicolons. I'm using the delimiters. So I'm putting the next over here. You to see this, by default the tab button is selected, so all the data are segregated each and everywhere, and then next, and then finish. So this is A1 cell where we may get all the data, and I click the OK button. Okay, and then after I'm do the repeated task once again. First I will checking out my usability reference is on. My usability reference is on. So control and jump to the designation. So I jump to the A to C column because the usability reference is recording all the things. I'm not counting the column where I'm moving A. Then after going to the salary, simply using the if condition over here. If this cell is the accountant 12,000, if this cell is equal to cell 15,000, and if this cell is equal to manager 20,000, I'm putting the 0. Just I copy it, left side, down arrow, right side, control shift select and paste it. Okay. Then after DA, into 2 percentage, copy, and then HRA, 10%, and total. Okay, remember one thing, I have to stop my macro on A1. This is my ending point. So over here I'm clicking the utility reference stop macro. Okay, my macro is already recorded. I'm going to the macro sections and this is my macro number 1. I'm going to the editing sections. This is my editing macro. The most important thing is they first of all finding the data from C user welcome desktop day2 folder and the file name is empdata.bat file. Okay, the most important thing is in the command type. What the command type here is just working as a like a pointer. He just checking the data. So I make the comment over here. Okay, and then after representing the whole the process. So let's be checking out in the sheet number 2. My shortcut key is a control Q. So just I'm pressing the control Q and they give me all the data. Even though in sheet number 3, I'm just adding the more data right now. If the same file is also give me and I'm adding the more data, I simply save the file adding the 3 data as well as Jan, February and March. Let's check the data. See, they are already adding those data as well as. They simply the adding the data, they get the data and they add the data over here. But if we, the most important thing is in the macro, when I'm clicking the macro, I'm going to the edit sections. So please remember one thing, this command type should be, you have to make the comment on command type 0. If this is on, so they generating the one after an error. Let me see what kind of an error they have to be generating. Control Q. So this debugging error, this command type error, because they're checking the data from the notepad as well as. They're not just putting, they have take the data one by one, but at the end of the data they can not finding any kind of the data. So there should be a 0. So they just like working as a right now pointer. So we make them as a comment. Okay. And then after we restart our program, just we stop them and control Q. So we're getting the data. The most important thing, I just removing the data right now over here and delete it. Even though in 4 I also delete the data, and sheet 2 I also delete the data. My task is I also remove the sheet 3. My task is the sheet number 1 is my menu, and just sheet number 2 is my data, which is representing a data over here. And my task is when I am clicking the button, they can get the data and they putting into the data sheets and representing me. Okay. So for this purpose, we go to the insert. Otherwise, we also select the developers and more insert, and we click the form button and we draw the button over here. Okay. With this new keyword, the button click event is right now being present over here. You have to see this button click event. and with the right click in edit text and write down show. So if I'm giving an Excel sheet to any person, so they didn't know the shortcut key. What is the shortcut key using from the macro? Just like a control Q, they didn't know about the control Q. So I make a button. When they click on this button, so the whole data they're fetching from the notepad and is stored into the data sheet. Okay, in this data sheet. So for that purpose, we also need one of the command as well as. Okay, so first of all, when we do this task, remember you have to save this task. I save this task. I save this task file, save as day 2. I save this advanced macro and with this macro enable. And save this file. So right now the file name is advanced macro.xlsm file. So first of all, store this file. If you're not storing the file, so what kind of the energy we have to generate it, we have to see this later on. So when we click on this button, so data should be displayed on the second sheet. Okay. So for that reason, what we do, we go into their Visual Basic mode. So over here, I want to call this whole macro into this in button. Okay. So I already write down this macro and I want to add on this button. So first of all, I'm creating a simple macro to understand what kind of the code I need. So what I'm doing, I'm just selecting any cell, just like this H3 cell. I'm going to the record macro. I just give me shortcut key T and I just run it out. So my macro is running, Control T is running right now, and I'm already pressed Control T. This my macro is running with the shortcut key Control T, and I already pressed Control T, and I stop the macro, and I'm going to the macro sections. So I got in one of the code application.run advanced macro.xlsm file macro 2 because I need this code. Okay, so I just copy this code, I paste it, and then after this is a macro 2. But right now my macro name is macro 1. So I'm simply select this macro name macro 1 and I'm removing macro 2 and make them macro 1. The most important thing, but my data should be shown on sheet number 2. Okay, if I'm run this macro, so they run on menu sheet, but I want to run this macro on data sheet. So again, I have write down some code. So first of all, see over here, this is in my data file and the original file name is sheet number 2. Okay, so what I'm doing, I write down dot activate. So sheet 2 is activate, then after they run the whole the macro. Okay, let's we see. Show. One minute, it get one error, just 1 minute. We get the data but not proper format. Okay. Yes. Right now they get the whole the data. Once again I representing the this whole the task. See, my cursor should be for A1. Okay. And then after I'm going to the menu and I'm click the show data because I don't know what kind of the key should be assigned to run this macro. So I click the show button and when I click the show button, I'm going to the data sheets and my macro is running, and they give all the details of data. If their sheet have the more data, so they are already including in this sheet. So this kind of the macro we are using. Right now we have also adding the other macros as well as. Right now we getting the total, and my macro is ending right now for A1, or he is already getting the total. What I need, I also need a SUMIF function, and I want to finding out the how much accountant on this field. Okay, so I creating one of another macro, and after running first macro, they also give me the SUMIF functions result. Hello, hello, जी, हाँ, सर बस करी session over to I'll call you later. Sorry. Okay, so I told you that the most important. AC बंद करते हैं. Right now, you have getting any? My voice is clear right now to all of you. You getting any noise? Hello. My voice is clear.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Okay. So in this macro, when I do the whole macro, I'm closing my macro on the A1. Okay, and then I need a SUMIF function over here. I also want to getting the how much accountant and manager salary, total salary in this data. So right now I'm creating another macro. I just click the record macro because my A1 is already selected. After completion of this macro, the A1 is selected. So I'm starting the macro again, record macro. I give any kind of the key, okay? I just give the key E, and I just write down SUMIF function. SUMIF data. Okay. So after completion of these things, they jump into the last moment, and then after 1 minute, I also forward to click the use reality reference to start the use reality reference, and he jump into the total. He going to the two section left side, and then after if there is an accountant, so over here sum if. So first of all the sum range. So he just going to left side. And then down, then selecting the whole the range, comma, then criteria, comma, then total sum, and then bracket close. And then after I'm closing my macro. Okay, so I run this macro. This key is Control E. Okay, so they show me the macro, Control E. I'm going to the macro sites in editing. So this is SUMIF function data, SUMIF data macro. So what I'm doing, I just copy this macro, Control V. Then I'm selecting SUMIF data as copy, Control V. Okay, please remember, first of all, you save your file, because if you not save your file, they write down over here book1.xlsm file. Okay, So when you have to save, and then after the name going, their name is not going to be in a chain. There is going already. If you are save the file with advanced Excel, advanced macro, but here the representing the name is book one. So please first of all save the file, then after do this macro. Okay, just I remove each and everything, and I just pressing A1 right now. Okay, and this menu section, and what I'm doing right now, I'm just removing some data from this notepad file. I just removing those data. Just copy it first of all in somewhere else, and I'm removing those data. Control S. Okay. So first of all, understanding this is A1, and I'm write down. I just click the show data. So this accountant salary is 2688. If I click the cells, this is 33600. Even though we also doing a chart over here, insert and chart. So what we do, we just select, and we select at the end of the day, end of the row, and chart. We just simply okay. So they show me the data. The one thing is in macro, the issue is pivot and chart. We give the fixed range for them. So they show me all the data, number, name, designations, their salaries. There's only there is a show me the wrong data. Well, first of all, not this is not proper data. Okay, this is right now good data, even though this is also good data. Okay. But every time if we have need more data, so we just dragging those data on the bottom of the right now. हमें कितने तक लेना है? Yes, because otherwise they not show the chart, because in this chart that's creating the issue. But the most important thing is we need this in accountant sum if and sum if as functions with using this macro with clicking the show button. And developer macro and edit macro. So first of all, first they go into sheet 2. The sheet 2 is an activate, which is my data sheet. Then they apply macro 1. After completion of the macro, and they're getting the ending position for that, and then after they apply another macro. Then after they apply another macro, which is a sum if data, and he getting the data over there. So, but right now we look like they are using only one macro. So as per need, we creating macro and we can add into these buttons with this kind of the code. So please remember this code. We do the multiple data wise macro as well as. Okay. So first of all, I save this file. And I hope you have do this task. Anyone have questions for this? So I take the another example for the macro, and then after we do the another task. Hello, anyone have any questions?
हेलो
Yes.
विशाल भाई भरत बोल रहा हूँ मैं
जी.
I have one question. It's like when you created the macro in the last the session, for calculating you have selected the complete columns, right?
Yes. Why? Because if the data going to be no more, because we getting the data from the outside. This from the Notepad file.
No, I got it. But once you get the data imported, you know about the number of rows, right? Once it is imported.
Definitely, yes, sir.
And in Excel, if you convert the data after importing into tabular format, Control T by pressing, it will automatically take up to the last row. We don't have to complete your entire selections. Because in that case, what will happen is there are more number of cells in expression. When you write a complex expression, macro even will take some more times, okay, in terms of executions.
Means you are talking about the SUMIF functions?
No, you selected the complete column, right? 2 columns in your just now examples. In data. I'm talking about when you calculated the particular the values. Okay,
Yes.
I think you selected the complete columns in your macro.
Complete column means I'm not understand, sir. I just go to the data and I just dragging all the data into the Excel sheet.
So can you go to the code of your macro? Okay. Now I'm talking about the complete rows you have selected.
This is.
Yes,
Right?
up to 1048. Yes.
Yes.
So my
Because,
question, if you convert before that particular the data into the tabular format, it automatically takes up to the last column. You don't have to even select the complete column, because in this case, each time, regardless of your number of rows, always it will select this many rows, right?
sir, I absolutely right. You told that when I'm creating the SUMIF functions, right now when I'm making the SUMIF function over here.
Yes.
SUMIF functions, and then I'm go to the range section and just selecting on particular data. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. See to the.
So you can also press Control Shift Enter key. Last row it will go up to last selected value, last value. Okay, fill value, all blank.
Not an issue.
No, just I am talking. And another thing.
But sir, they sometimes generating the error. Let's I show you how they generating the error. First of all, I do this macro again. Okay, my last value is in A1. Okay, I create in another macro. The macro key is T. I give them names so I can recognize this macro. I click the OK button. Okay, T is already assigned. So
you can ignore it even.
I assign the R. Okay, and I start the use relative reference. I jump into the total. Next 2 sections. Then I write down accountants.
Yes.
In this, I write down the SUMIF function. They asking me the range.
Yes.
With the designation down, Control Shift and down arrow, comma. Then after the criteria.
Yes.
Comma. Then after total, down arrow, Control Shift down arrow. And I close the bracket.
Yes.
Then I go to the J1,
Stop the
I1, H1, G1, and I jump control
A1.
left arrow and number. And I'm clicking the use utility reference and stop macro. Am I right, sir?
Yes, correct.
Okay. When we go to the macro and editing section, okay, so you have to see this. They only taking the R1 C minus 7, R13 to C minus 7. The value going to be very fixed. So if I increase the data, first of all, I increase this data. So what I'm doing, I'm increasing the data right now. This is 13, so I make the more data. So simply what I'm saying, I just copy it.
Yes, it will take only 7 rows.
And maximize the data.
I think your voice.
Hello, Vishal bhai, your voice, your mic is mute. Hello, Vishal sir. Hello,
Unmute हो गया
hello.
था. Yes, I'm audible right now.
Yes.
Yes, yes
Okay,
sir.
I'm sorry, yeah, unmute हो गया था. I'm sorry for that. So I'm putting the dummy over here. Okay. Right now, I just removing each and everything. A1 menu show macro. Okay, they show me the accountant, but when I click over here, they're just taking only the C2 to C14. Please close the door. Sir, are you understand, sir? Why should I taking the whole range?
Okay, but in case if you convert this data into tabular format by pressing Control T, I think it will take the up to non-blank entries last row, right? And in that case, I think it doesn't, I don't know, but it has to be work in case Control T. When you convert the data into tabular format, most of the time the function will work correctly, okay, up to the last whatever number of rows exist. And another questions in your macro, when you are calling the macro, you have written application underscore something, right?
Yes.
Technically, it's a procedure you are calling in Visual Basic application.
Yes, definitely
right?
We can say
so we
that.
can also call using call.
Run this macro.
We can also call like call and whatever macro
No, sir.
In that case,
if you want to run, if you want to call, so you have to creating some of the procedures. With the call keyword, you can't call this macro. This is a macro, sir.
No, I'm talking, but within macro, you are calling another code in the
Yes,
procedure itself.
definitely.
So you can, in the same way, you can call the procedure because the button one click, for example, a macro
Yes.
one is a procedure. If you go to the sub keyword is written, that is a procedure, right?
Yes, this is one of the procedures.
Yes, and macro one is also in the procedure it is placed, right?
Yes, sir.
So even I can also write call macro one simply. It will also work with the same way, I think. Call macro one
I'm not
simply.
using the call macro because we are using this kind of the code application.
No, I got it.
Yes.
You are explicitly
For the
running the
call
macro.
purpose is right now when we do the procedures, when we give, when we make this kind of the user form over here.
Yeah, that is same way I'm talking. You can call the form or you can call
user
to any
form is totally different things, sir. In user forms, there is a totally different things. In user form, when we call some of the values, the call thing.
the internal communication, right, between the procedures. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I am clear now. Clear.
Okay. Right now, we also see one of the tasks, just looping task, which we not called as a data, but this is looping task, which is also we are using for the macro. I'm showing one of the data. If you want to, I'm representing the data in this norms. So what we do on that, what we are doing for this. So first of all, I'm selecting this data. Copy it. My task is right now, I want data on not in just like in horizontal, but in landscape. So like salary, and within if condition, I just checking the logical level. I just putting any value right now, 15,000. Okay, and then after that DA. HRA, and then total. Okay, so I need those all data on this format. Okay, so we are using macro for this also. Let's I show you how to create this kind of the macro. This is called looping macro. This is my A2 cell when had been selected. I start the macro. Loop macro, and I'm simply give shift and Q button. Control shift plus Q is in my assign button. I just OK and start the use ready reference. My step is I'm going to the next steps. Control shift select. First I take the salary, then DA, then HRA, then total, then blank space. I jump into the left side, go to upper, jump to right. I take the if condition. If this is an accountant, I take the VLOOKUP as well as. Then after DA, and I'm going to second number value, and I've already praised the macro which I created. Control shift and Q. Okay, then I stop the utility reference and record macro. In this macro, I got in this kind of the macro and with the looping macro as well as. My role is after completion of the 10th, they stop the macro by immediately. So I'm using the if condition. I just make ABC else and if. I select the active cell offset 01, and when I'm putting the ABC, just remove it. I paste it. I remove the select and value. If they find the blank, so this sheet is right now sheet 5. Sheet 5 dot activate, but sometimes there not be sheet 5. So what I'm doing, I remove the sheet 5 and active sheet. Active sheet dot activate. So right now we run this program Control Shift Q. You have to see they are making the whole data. I start with the 1 and I press the Control Shift and Q button. So what happened? They every time this check, if the value getting the null over here, then means not a null for the blank value they're getting. So they stop the macro. Otherwise they run and make this kind of the data. They show me this kind of the data. So we do lots of things for the macro. Okay. So right now we using those macros formula, and right now we see one of our project. Okay, with the data analysis. Razin, Razin, the PC पर अभी है. Okay, Mansi ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Manisha ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I have to divert other PC where I have to locate my project for analytics, where we including each and everything. So can मैं उस पे start कर सकता हूँ अभी? Because in 2013, so we show that the map on 2016 as well as okay.
Okay.
Just
No
starting.
problem, sir. No problem, sir.
Start कर दो. Oh, ये open. I'm audible right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are.
तो इसका वॉल्यूम कम कर देना यहाँ से. बंद कर दो ना. आप लोग कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. बाहर पढ़ाओ ना प्रैक्टिकल. नहीं चलेगा. जस्ट वी डू द मिनिमाइज. कहाँ गया प्रैक्टिकल? सर आपको दे रहा हूँ. चलिए बना हुआ है लेकिन पूरा. ओके रायना, हेलो.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
ओके. Okay, so I hope you all do this task with me. Okay, this is one of the tasks. I already shared the link Google Sheet. So first of all, understand what kind of the task it is. We have the team managers. We have a 5 team managers with a different state. Who are belongs. This Rahul belongs to Gujarat. Vineet is from the Rajasthan. Suresh Parmar from the Madhya Pradesh, Gaurav Acharya from Uttar Pradesh, and Kamlesh Parmar for the Punjab. And as a company, they have this set their target like 25, 20, 27, 26, and 21. So in my first sheet, I representing all the team leaders data, and the second sheet, this is the sales executives. In this sales executive, they are all showing the sales executives. I have 15 sales executives. It's like Mr. Razin, who representing team number 101, who is right now Mr. Rahul. They are in under the Rahul team. Then Neha is for the 103. 103 is for right now Suresh Parmar. and HC 211, 255, and 230. These are our medicines which we are selling to in different states. So this sales executive's target is to sell those products in different states. And right now, how much product they have to be sold in particular state and that particular city. So I have to be mentioned their city as well as in their target we have also assigned over here. Okay. Anyone have doubts right now these things? Hello. Okay, and what we need that when we selecting any persons, we already that chart as well as sorry. So when we selecting any managers over here, like I'm selecting the Suresh Parmar, so I'm selecting the Suresh Parmar. So in Suresh Parmar, Miss Neha, Miss Poonam, and Miss Riddhi, these three sales executive are right now in the Suresh Parmar team, and they are their sales reports. How much they are doing the sales? Like HC100 is selling from who is doing the highest sales. So in Ratlam, Poonam is doing the highest sale of HC230. Okay. Right now we're selecting the Gaurav Acharya. So this is Gaurav Acharya detail. Then after we also selecting this sit. In the state wise we want to be representing the data. In the state wise we want to represent the data. So right now we're selecting the Kamlesh Parmar. If we're selecting a Vinit Patel, so they show me the Rajasthan map where the highest cell in right now in Jodhpur they're done by the Mr. Uday, and the very lowest cells is from the Jaipur and who is belong to Mr. Sumit. Okay, so I hope you all have this kind of the data right now, but the map is only and only possible in 2019 version. Okay, 16 and 19 versions. Okay, anyone have doubts regarding this? I have to explain this. Right now we make these projects. So everyone have these files? Everyone have this kind of files? Hello? Manisha ji, can you ask if everyone have this file or not? So I share this file.
Hello. Yes,
Yes.
Vishal sir. Hello. हाँ विशाल sir.
What I'm saying, everyone have this file right now. मैंने Excel की sheet जो है, I'm just giving the Google Drive. So everyone have this file or not?
1 second. Participant can unmute itself. Hello, participant.
Everyone have this file, so we do this task.
Yes, sir. Day 2 MET, right?
Yes, day two in this file. We just need the data. We just creating this kind of the report. Okay.
Yes, sir. The file is available. Yeah.
Sure. So what we do the first of all, over here, I already in a team 2 and team, I just hide these reports. I hide this report and this map also. We create this map. Okay, so first task is my report. They are the team leaders and they are the sales executives. So we're creating the two pivot tables to representing the data. So first of all, I'm selecting the whole team, state and target. I'm going to insert, and this insert and selecting the pivot table. In this pivot table, I go to existing worksheet. In this report, I click over here and I make the report over here. Okay. So what we need, first we need number as a filter, then team manager name. Okay. Right now I'm not taking the state, and we need the target as well as. We remove the buttons. Over here we check, if take the 101 and we press the enter. So they show me the Rahul data. If you're taking the all, they show me the all the data. And we remove the grand total. So we go to design. We do not show subtotal. We also have grand total in rows and column side, and obviously showing tabular format. And this sum, we just required only the target. So this is my first pivot table where I'm getting all the team leaders data. Then sales executives. I'm selecting all the sales executive, insert, pivot table, existing worksheet, location. I'm also going to report. I'm selecting the even cell. Okay. I also make the team leader as a filter. Person name. Then value of all the medicines. And the target. Okay. We just remove this sum off. Right now, Manisha ma'am, I'm
Yes, sir.
audible? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I do my task. Okay. So I make the two reports. Means if I'm selecting 101 here, so 101 is Rahul.
Sorry for the distance. Sir, your screen is not visible. Okay, now it's visible.
And there all the representative, Bharat, Razin and Virat is already present over here. So my role is I'm making something else. So I'm getting all the data with a single click. Okay. We take the team leader name. If we not make any kind of mistake, so we are using our data validations. So go to the data validation list, source. We select all the team leaders. So right now we getting all the team leaders. Then my task is, if I'm getting the team leaders, I getting then roll number as well as employee ID as well as. So what I'm doing? So first of all, I'm using the match function. I'm taking the match. I'll just look up this value, then comma, then team leader. See, I'm selecting a range of B, total range of B, then comma, then exit match. So the 2 is representing index, this index. So Rahul Shai representing on 2. Now select Suresh Parma. So they are in the 4. This is a 4. Okay, but I don't need the index. I need the value like this 104. Someone have questions, why should we not using a VLOOKUP? Okay, but why we are not using VLOOKUP? Because if we check the, so your lookup value is representing on first column. So our first column is the name. So we're not adding the employee ID at the last of the row. They're only the first row. So we're creating another formula for that. So with this number, we're getting also index. We take the array. So we select this array, comma, row number. This is the 4 row number and bracket close. So Suresh Parma. So when we selecting the Vineet Patel, so this is 102. So what I'm doing, I just selecting this whole the formula. I just copy it. I'm going to the index, and this REP exclamation mark E2, I remove it and I paste the whole the formula over here. So right now this 3 is not needed for here. Okay, so we got in the 102, but this 102 representing over here and here. For that purpose, we also using a button as well as. And another thing we also see. So right now we create one button, insert, shapes. You take any buttons. I take these buttons. Just write down, edit, refresh, or like search data. Search data. So my task is this value representing in F2. They're going to the in B6 and F6. So I'm right click and going to the assign macro. I click the assign macro and create a new one. So first of all, this is a sheet number 5. You have to see this. Sheet number 5 is my REP file. So we know everyone know that the data should be representing to right side to the left side. So I want data F2 into this B6. So I have to write down these things. Right now this is a actual way to write down B6 is equal to F6. That means F6 data is going to in a B6. So sheet 5 dot range bracket B6 dot value value. Okay, let me check. Sorry, this is F2. See, Vinit Patel, Kamlesh. Okay, right now this is F6. I just select so I'm selecting Rahul. I'm selecting data. So they show me the Rahul data and their representatives. Suresh Verma. But one thing, they have to be checking out, and then after what happened if I'm changing the name over here? So that doesn't matter. I have what when this value is going to be changed, and then after I pressing the search, then after they are applying. So for this, I want to make this event on this cell itself. So when I'm changing the value over here, when I'm changing the value, so they automatically change entire my data. So I'm not using the button on that time. So what we do, we already go to Excel macro file. This is my sheet 5. So I'm click the sheet 5, clicking the sheet 5. I selecting worksheet. I selecting the change. I don't require these procedures over here. Okay. So over here we have to write down the code if my target dot their address double quotation then and if. What is my address target? My address target is a D2. I write down D2. But remember this, I'm writing down the D2 is not working. Make them the constant. So I assign $sign between the D and 2 and I make them constant. I'm selecting this code. And paste it. They're going to be changed. I just hide this row. Even this I also hide this. We compare the total between them, and we also going to analyze pivot chart. We're selecting the pivot chart. Right now in this pivot chart, we not require the target. Okay, they show me one error because my chart is going to be changed. They show me all my chart detail over here. So Mr. Kamlesh Verma, their target of 21. Mr. Kamlesh Verma targets 21, but they achieved the 20. Suresh Verma, they achieved 18. Rahul Shah is 21. Gaurav Acharya is 22. So here we're getting the reports. Right now, the other thing is when we selecting these things and we go to the analyze and we selecting the pivot chart. See this pivot chart, they're representing map over here. But when you're selecting the map, so you simply say that you cannot create this chart type with the data inside a PowerPoint. Please select a different chart type or copy the data outside the pivot table. Then you have to use this chart. So right now that should be not possible over here to using the chart map over here. So if you create a map, so what we do the advanced filter, which we have seen in the previous yesterday. So we using the advanced filter, we also getting the data, and that's this data representing the map as well as. So I just remove, I just take this tab over here, but right now I'm not using this. So I also need a map as well as. So for the map, what we do? So we do the advanced filter. I do the another sheet, but when we do the assignment, please make this in one sheet. For the understanding, we creating another sheets. I click another sheets and give them name. Name. So we take the data validation. We take all the team leaders' name. Okay. So with this name, we need their ID as well as. So we using index. We select the array, comma. Then using a match function. The lookup value is this, comma. Lookup array is this, comma. Exact match. So we're getting 103 from the Suresh because we need these things. Without with this, we can't do this task. Right now, we take the sales executive detail. Where we getting the sales executive details? In sales executive, we need a T number. So copy it, paste T number. Cut it and paste. Okay. Right now we're using the advanced filter. So we're getting the data, and then after on those data, we need a chart which representing as map wise data. So we go to the advanced filter. So they're asking me the list range. So we just remove this, and in sales executive, we give this list range. Then they're asking the criteria range. We select this criteria range, copy to another locations. We select this and we click OK. So we're getting the 103 data. But we know that when we are using the advanced filter, so every time I have to do this process. So I'm not want to make this process against and against and against. So for that reasons, we creating a macro for that. I just remove each and everything from this. And we creating macro for that. Go to developer, record macro, We give them name as a GH, and we're not assigning any value for right now this macro. We just click OK button, and then we go to the data, advanced filter. We select, we remove this value. We go to the sales executive. We're getting this all data. Then criteria. We select this criteria and copy this data over here and OK. And we go to developer tab and stop macro. Over here we select any of the button, right click, assign macro and GH, and press OK button. So when we select Mr. Vineet and I click the search, we're getting the Vineet data. In this data, the one thing I don't remove this. Sorry, I don't require this. So I'm selecting cities and those data. Insert map, selecting the map. They show me the tag. They show me Rajasthan. They show me Gujarat. They show me Uttar Pradesh. They show me the Punjab state, all the data. But one thing, so when I click this button, then after the map going to be changed. So what I'm going to developer tab and go to the macro and edit macro. I select all this task, Control C, and this is my sheet number 6. I click this sheet number 6. I make the worksheet. I need the change event for that. I remove it. If target dot address is equal to double quotation, then and if. So my target is D2 over here. So important thing is we make them in constant and paste all the value over here. So when we select any name, refresh it and show me the detail. But the most important thing, your internet connectivity is on. Without internet connectivity, they're not representing the map. They are not representing any map. Even though we select these things, they show me the whole Indian maps. This poor performance is from the Rajasthan, and the other thing is Punjab. Right now, the good performance from the Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. But the thing is, we not take the chart from the pivot table. So we are using this kind of formula. So let's be including these things into an REP over here as well as. So I select this data. Okay, the important thing is criteria. So I mentioned the criteria T underscore number, which is a very important for me. I need the number. So over here we getting the number. So I'm simply copy this and paste this over here. So right now this is 104. So I'm just checking on Gaurav is 104. Yes, Gaurav is 104. Vinit Patel 102. Okay. So we required the other macro to create this thing. So we just create the macro developer record macro. Once again I already representing. I just name as in macro number 3 and not unassign any kind of the key. And first of all, my active cell is T number 1, and then I am starting my macro. Macro 3. I start my macro. I go to data, then advanced filter. So this macro is going to be failed. Okay, 102 we have selected, and then after we am starting macro 104. Start the macro, go to the data, advanced filter. Okay, so list. So we select the list range over here. Then criteria range. This is a criteria range, and copy here, copy, and OK. Stop macro. Why they only where is Uday? Sumit and Vikash. Okay, we assign them. We create button. Assign macro number 4, and OK. Gaurav 4. Why should they taking only 2 data? I think my macro is going to be failed, but they're getting the data right now over here. And we need this code. We're just putting those code macro 4. We're just selecting those code. Copy and just paste over here. and with this data we just creating a map. Okay, we take the dark, so Vinith. The one data is missing right now, but let's we have to be checking out. But in the one chart we show each and everything. And we are analyzing the whole the team leaders data as a state wise what is the performance, as bar chart what is their performance, and how much target they are achieved. Okay. So anyone had any questions for this? Hello participant, anyone have a questions? Anyone have questions? I'm not able to listen you. Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. So can we make this kind of the project right now? Can we make this project? I have only 1 hour. So in this practical session, can we make this project? The participation, if anyone have a question, so please raise your questions, and can we make this project? So we do these projects right now. I'm sharing all the details, even though Notepad file as well as. Manisha ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Vishal sir.
हाँ मैम किसी को मतलब anyone have issue तो we do this as a practice on hand on. मैंने शेयर कर दी है गूगल के लिंक उनके व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में.
Okay. Anyone has any questions? Participants? Hello.
मैम एक्चुअली देखने में तो इजी है, बट कभी कभी एरर मींस वो एक्सरसाइज करने जाएंगे तो थोड़ी एरर आएगी. तो अगर आप रिकॉर्डिंग हमारे शेयर कर सकते हो तो इट्स वुड बी हेल्प टू अस.
यस सर, हम रिकॉर्डिंग एक्चुअली क्या है, हम एक लैपटॉप में अभी सारे ये यहाँ पे सिस्टम कैसा है सर माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम में कि रिकॉर्डिंग अभी हमारा शुरू है, तो रिकॉर्डिंग फिर हम घर जाके डाउनलोड करते हैं और अभी आज हम रात को यूट्यूब चैनल पे अपलोड करेंगे. कल क्योंकि हमने पूरा डाउनलोड किया, आज हम अपलोड करेंगे, आज हम वही फॉलो करेंगे. डोंट वरी, वी आर ट्राइंग अवर बेस्ट कि जल्द से जल्द हम आपको दे दे. आज के सेशन, कल के सेशन सब अपलोड हो जाएंगे, आज के भी हो जाएंगे, हम ऐसा ट्राई कर रहे हैं.
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच.
यस, वो हो जाएंगे, बट वी नीड सम टाइम बिकॉज़ पैरेलली सो मेनी एक्टिविटीज आर गोइंग ऑन. सो
या वी अंडरस्टैंड, नॉट एन इशू.
या और अभी आपको अभी किसी कोई इश्यू है या प्रॉब्लम है तो आप बताइए, तो ये अभी हैंड्स ऑन में ये सॉल्व करवा देंगे हमें. इफ एनीवन हैज एनी डाउट. Vishal bhai, have you given any project or any problem definition for today?
Actually मैम I have shared all the Excel sheet. मैंने गूगल में एक फोल्डर क्रिएट करके उसमें सारी शीट डाल के मैंने शेयर कर दी है.
Okay. No, that is fine,
So
but have
this-
you given any question so they can solve, or they have to just practice whatever you taught today?
Sure, not a issue, man. But right now अभी इस project में किसी को issue नहीं है ना, because this is not a pivot table, but we getting the data with using advanced filter. They're looking like as if we work as a pivot. And in 2019, in 2019 they're representing the map. अगर
Yes.
आपको टेबलेट पता होगा कि वहां पे वो लोग ये मैप वाइज भी डेटा रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, सो दे शो द मैप वाइज डेटा रिप्रेजेंटेशन ओवर हियर.
Okay.
But the most important thing, if you putting the Kerala and Tamil Nadu when the city is not located, so they're not showing you. ये आपको नहीं बताएगा.
Okay. Okay, so anyone has any doubt? Vishal bhai, what is plan for tomorrow?
Ma'am, in morning 10 o'clock, we shall be starting with the Python.
Okay.
First of all, we install the participate. Please you installing Python 3.7, 3.8,
3.7 or above.
and 3.7 above.
Not the latest one.
Not the latest one, 3.9 I think. Am I right?
3.9 is the
Please don't install 3.9, which is the latest one. Please not install this.
Okay,
Hello?
participant either install 3.7 or 3.8 because
3.7 and above the 3, but not the latest one. 3.9 is the latest one. Please don't install because many files are not supporting 3.9.
it may not be a stable version, so
Yes.
okay.
And then after the PyCharm, when you downloading the PyCharm, they give you two options. Please install the community PyCharm.
So there are actually two versions of PyCharm. One is paid and one is free. The free one is the community edition.
So we adding the community editions. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Sir.
Yes.
So we if you can share that link na which they have to download, so they may download it.
Just one minute. I just share you in WhatsApp.
You just share that link from which link they have to download, so it will be easy for them.
Sir, it is not possible by using Google Colab?
Actually, we are using the PyCharm because in PyCharm they are support all the libraries. Sometimes library is going to be in fail. Even though in Anaconda they are also fail some libraries. So we are using the PyCharm for that purpose.
If anyone is comfortable with Colab, it is fine. But sometimes some library supports are different in each platform. Because I have done some practicals 2 months back. So same practical was working with Anaconda, but it was not working with Google Colab. And when I try to run some practicals on Colab, it was working, but it was not working Anaconda. So individually, it may happen that we are not able to solve the problem because there are so many issues with the library conflicts on individual machines.
Okay, ma'am. Because I think it will be very bulky, ma'am. To install 3.8 or 3.7.
Yes,
that's why.
3.7 is not that much bulky, ma'am. It's very few. But if you are comfortable, if you feel that you are comfortable with Google Colab and whatever the error will come, you are able to solve by yourself, or you are comfortable, then it is you can use any platform.
So, ma'am,
Yes, sir.
So with PyCharm, we use PyCharm because it's easy to create new environment variables in it.
Yes.
It's easier in it that you can use also previously created environment variables.
We're not creating every time the environment variable. We are using the same environment variable where we're loading all the library files. So we getting the stable versions and stable projects.
And it's easier to install libraries and import them and change version if there is issue in the latest libraries also. That's why PyCharm is preferable. But if anyone wants to use any other that they're comfortable with, we don't have any issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, is it okay that I'll practice on Anaconda only because I have already installed, I have used it.
If you're familiar with Anaconda, then One of my colleagues has worked on Anaconda and PyCharm as well, and she told us that Anaconda is not preferable compared to PyCharm because there are some issue with certain libraries when we try to plot charts and all. So in Anaconda, you might be using Spider in that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there are some issue in Spider when you try to run certain type of programs, like when you call libraries like matplotlib and all.
Okay.
If it works for you, then we don't have any issue. But we are just suggesting PyCharm because we are working with PyCharm. And if there are any issues, we can help you with that.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I just want to know about the MySQL. It was mentioned in our training, okay, the PDF files. It's like a MySQL XAMPP control version 3.2.3. But that I am unable to find out that particular version, but I already installed WAMP in my Windows operating system, and MySQL is also configured. So is it okay if I use that MySQL, or because in XAMPP, I don't know, it is supporting MariaDB, okay, database about MySQL. I'm not sure.
You're working with the WAMP, but in the WAMP, just you have to see they can you creating the procedures functions and trigger this kind of the functionality in WAMP because
Yeah,
we are using the XAMPP.
Yeah, I have worked with the WAMP and I'm able to work with the even Flask, okay, the framework, and Django is also working, okay, with the website, okay. So it is already tested by one of the session in my online course, and I think it will also work, right?
Not an issue, sir. You are using a WAMP. That's good because we already need that path and root.
Vishal sir, I would like to add here. Latest WAMP is allowing to the create a function, trigger, procedure, everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
So,
we are using the XAMPP. So if we have the WAMP, this kind of facility, I have not an issue.
Okay, because in
Yeah,
XAMPP I am unable
XAMPP.
to find out MySQL. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, not an issue, sir. Not an issue, sir.
Okay.
So tomorrow, first of all, we show you the basic practical about the PyCharm, how we creating. This is a little bit different between the Django. We creating for the routes, we creating the libraries, and we have to store the HTML and CSS files separately from the PyCharm. And first of all, we tomorrow we also see the MySQL some data when we creating the CAGR in right now in Excel. So this kind of the functionality how we are adding on MySQL as well as even though with the using the trigger and with the using the procedures and functions how we do the calculation as well as because in any analytical for the important thing is the data and then after tomorrow we also show you the in I think internet somehow how to load all the libraries just like base files then matplotlib streamlines. So we show you all the things how you can installing with using the PyCharm even though you are also installing by the pipe. But the PyCharm means community version, latest version, they support all the things. Even though if you are adding the 3.7, I have to share the link for the 3.7. So 3.7 is too much stable, but not download the latest one, 3.9, because they are not stable. So many files are not working for that. In the today's session, anyone have any doubts and queries regarding this?
No, sir.
Someone is messaged me, please send us a software link that want for this FTP other than about 2. Disha ma'am, you have, I just sharing the PyCharm link as well as you directly install the PyCharm in the community mode. Hello?
Yes, sir. That is okay, sir. Actually, I just installed this PyCharm other professional, I think, version. So I just uninstalled that and community just
Yes,
installed
because
right
that's a
now.
paid. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
So,
other software, whatever the version that required, this please send us links before
sure.
1 day before, so that it's good for us actually.
I think in community we are just community में आ language को आवे છે ને GitHub પણ by default આપણે install કરી દઈએ છીએ પણ આમાં કઈ જવાની જરૂર છે ને સર Python માં થઈ જશે.
Vishal sir, I would like
Yes.
to add one more thing here. Please also guide to the participants how to install pip, because pip is also important for installing a library.
Sure. Definitely, sir.
Because other people means because many people and many participants are not aware about how to install pip. Pip
Yes,
install
sir.
is very different things. So
Hello.
if you provide some manual or steps to them, so it's easy to them.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, we can do that when we start, when we show the project to you, because we can install pip directly through the interpreter in PyCharm.
Okay.
So there's no issue in that. So when we create a new project in PyCharm, we just go to interpreter and the pip is already installed in PyCharm whenever you create a new project. So you just need to install the libraries that are needed for that project. So there's no issue in that.
Let's we have to show you that how do we installing the other files using the pip
We
command.
can show you through command prompt if someone if you like.
Yeah, exactly, because 30 to 40% faculty members are familiar about these types of environment, but those who are completely unknown about things, so they may need guidance. So that is
Sure, sir. No problem. Not an issue, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone have doubts regarding today's sessions? In the last sessions, when we creating the team leaders and their executives and the reports about whose team leaders, executives are performing very well or not with this chart.
No, sir.
So we will meet on tomorrow in 10 o'clock sharp, okay, within Python.
Okay, sir. So we are going to end this session for today. So our third day, we will start at the 10 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Okay. 1 minute, participant. I want to know whether you are enjoying sessions or not. Hello.
Sessions are going on smoothly. No problem.
Okay, I think you are getting as well as you are enjoying sessions. From tomorrow we are having a Python for 2 days. On Friday we have slightly research oriented sessions, 2 sessions on regression algorithms. So Friday first 2 session is on regression algorithm, then another again session on with Vishal Bhai or with his team, right? Today we are going to give you a first quiz. We are planning to have total 50 questions, and as you are aware that 60% marks are required to have a certificate and 80% attendance is required. So we are working on that parallelly. Okay. If you have any doubt or any query, you can just let us know by any means, or mail, or in WhatsApp group, or in person.
When do we receive the quiz, ma'am?
Sorry, quiz today.
First
quiz we today we just we will just share you a link within a 15 minutes. It's ready. Second quiz maybe by end of the day or tomorrow morning. It's not too hard. It's very easy. Just okay.
Thank you.
And is there any time limit, madam?
No time limit, sir. Till Friday.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
But if you complete it, means if as soon as you finish, or if you complete it fast, because we have to upload your marks and attendance on the Atal portal after the last day. So maybe on Monday we are able to upload all the things. So if you finish, means if you all try to finish all this thing early, then it is easy for us to compare and everything. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Thank
but we will keep it open. Don't worry.
you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, thank you all of you to joining these sessions. If you have any query regarding this today's session, so please WhatsApp me. So I just give you the idea what kind of a problem you have to make. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm already sending the links Python 3.7 and PyCharm link as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.